Do you know what happens to a man who hits rock bottom? He enters a world that is, well, quite wonderful. I am Alexander Grand Little. My grandmother, or should I say my great grandmother, is Allison Little, the great Alice Little. How can a man, let's say my age, be a child of a woman named Little and still contain the name Little as a last name? I am the great grandson of a raped victim. And in the end, I got to keep a name that is great and powerful. But with her rape came a curse or a blessing, depending on whom. I come from a long line of demented people. My grandfather went into Wonderland. My father was consumed by Wonderland. And me, when I hit that concrete floor, I went into a different type of Wonderland. I went into Wonderland. You see, everyone knows Wonderland as a great and lovely place where everything frolics happily. The Cheshire's a dick who won't ever answer you correctly. The Hatter is a bit crazy due to mercury poisoning. My chair sleeps. And the White Rabbit just is always so stuck up on time. Tweedledee and Tweedledum exist upon their own little minds, being stupid as fuck, like always. But here's the oddity. That's not the Wonderland I entered when I hit that floor. I entered a great war, known at that time as the Great Card War. It was the war between the red faction and the black faction, basically. Hearts and diamonds versus spades and clubs. Everyone referred to me as the Black General. Well, actually, the Black King. The Black General is this great man that served under me. Well, I was brought into Wonderland upon my reaching rock bottom to end a great war between red and black. And I am to stand as the new crowned Black King to do so. But what of, the fabled characters? I can tell you a little bit about them, but they're not all that great. Well, not like they used to be. See, the Great War happened before my great-grandmother entered Wonderland. That's why I refer to this world as Underland. It's a darker, more demented version. You see, in this war, females weren't as abundant as you would think. Think of it as a bunch of cards. There are literally 40 soldiers fighting. There is a jack, just, basically you're one general for each army. And then you have the queen and the king. How many females is that? That's 4 goddamn females for war. It's not all that smart. Now, Wonderland isn't just about cards, we all know that. Because we have the Duchess, not a queen, not anything. We have other females just running about like dumbasses. But you get my point. There ain't an abundance of women. So, the women who exist, they're used as soldier forms, as the Black General has once told me, or referred to it as odd as it is. The hair, the great and lovely hair, is female in my Wonderland. And she was used by the Black General and the Black King and the Black Queen now. And she has suffered some pretty fucked up things in her lifetime. but she still stays funny. Still a little tripped out. Hatter. You see, the Mad Hatter, as we know him as, isn't born in my Underland yet. No. Who exists is a great spade soldier named Hatter. She isn't mad, she isn't crazy, but she is very inquisitive about everything. And as odd as it is, she is great with all weaponry. Cheshire. 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 She, in this Wonderland, is a bit more childish and odd. She pops in and out. She doesn't really refer. She doesn't answer in riddles. She just pops in, fucks with you, pops out. No riddles, no questions. Just a good punch to the face, or an insult, and just walks away. Well, dissolves away. That's what she does. The great creature called the Jabberwocky. The Jabberwocky. The Jabberwocky is this evil, demented thing that somehow was tamed by Hatter. It loves her, sees her as a mother. Don't know why, don't know how, but it does, and for some reason, me and it get along. It treats me like a fellow, as if I myself am a Jabberwocky in its eyes. Well, the Black General, he he is a great general, but his way of fighting, his way of life is just so odd comparatively. He commands the great army, and he just informs me of the weirdest shit ever. But of all the generals, he is the best, and none of my soldiers have ever died with him under his command. And I just can't believe this shit. But enough about Underland, because you see, Tweedledee, Tweedledum, the Duchess, many others, they are not that significant enough to have shown their faces to me. Though, I will admit, there are reasons behind the suits. You see, spades, we're strong, quick, agile soldiers who specialize in pikes, spears, and arrows. Clubs are weapons masters. They can pick up anything from old medieval addle-addles to the modern assault rifle and know what the hell to do with it. Just instantaneously. Hell, they can take a piece of a fucking tank and use it as if they were the tank themselves. They have the strength. They have the knowledge. They are weapon masters. Enough about them, though. Hearts are seducers. You cannot fight a heart without, well, dealing with your own internal passions. They will get inside your head. They will try to get inside your pants. And they succeed. If it weren't for certain things in my life, they would be very effective against me. But they're not. Diamonds. Just think about it for a second. Diamonds. What do? They refract light. They make glittery little things. Diamonds are shapeshifters. When you mix in a heart seduction and the diamond's shapeshifting, they are a very formidable force. Sadly, though, If it wasn't for my existence in this new or old Wonderland, the Black Army would have lost. Would have lost a long ass time ago. But you see, I'm immune. The people that they try to use against me, the forms they've taken, the seduction techniques, they don't work on me. I lost the woman I love, and that is why I'm at rock bottom, and that is why I've entered Wonderland. Enough about Wonderland, though. Let's talk about me. As stated before, I am Alexander Grand Liddel, son of Alex Liddel. But you see, my father hated the fact that he was a little. Not the fact that he was the grandchild of the great Alice Liddell, because he didn't like being called little. He wasn't a little man. He was a great man. So when I was born and he gave me his name, I was given the great middle name of Grand. Not Grant, not Graham, as in grand. G-R-A-N-D. Grand. He didn't know I would live up to that name. In the real world, besides Wonderland, I am the founder, well, co-founder, next to a friend of mine I call Hatter, interestingly enough, of a gang called the Card Knights. Interestingly enough. They are this little ragtag group of misfits, let's call us, who actually don't try to bully people around and don't try to cause trouble. We protect the weak. We defend those who cannot defend themselves. And we do it with no payment at all. We do it because we want to. In the gang, I am known as, coincidentally, the Black King. Hatter is the Spade Queen. I am a military brat. My father was a great soldier. He wasn't little. Well, enough for now. I guess I should go on. But right now, this is all I can tell you. Goodbye. And good luck in this world. Because I couldn't deal with it. Bet you can't.